ଥାଏ, रूप लगी आखि झुरु थाए। मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए, धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए। शुणिछि पुराणे ता महिमा, शुणिछि पुराणे ता महिमा, देबे न पान्ति जार सीमा, देबे न पान्ति जार सीमा। जोगी ध्याने बसी पाए नाही खोजी, जोगी ध्याने बसी पाए नाही खोजी। एठी थाए से एठी न थाए, एठी थाए से एठी न थाए, बिजुली जैसने घने हुए, बिजुली जैसने घने हुए। मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए, धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए। मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए, धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए। भक्ति भरे जे खोजे नीति, भक्ति भरे जे खोजे नीति, ता संगे निबिड़ भाव प्रीति, ता संगे निबिड़ भाव प्रीति। भक्त रसिया भाव विनोदिया, भक्त रसिया भाव विनोदिया, प्रीति सुआदिया दियाटिए, प्रीति सुआदिया दियाटिए। भक्त भावरे बंधा थाए, भक्त भावरे बंधा थाए। मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए, धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए। मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए, धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए। अभावरे दिए नाही धरा, अभावरे दिए नाही धरा, से जे भक्त दुख पासुरा, से जे भक्त दुख पासुरा। नयनरु नीर झरु थाए जार, नयनरु नीर झरु थाए जार, अधिकारी लुह पोछु थाए, अधिकारी लुह पोछु थाए, ता चला पथर साथीटिए, तो चला पथर साथीटिए मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए मु अति अधम अभाजन मु अति अधम अभाजन भक्ति विहीन मो जीवन भक्ति विहीन मो जीवन दिया देव श्रद्धा तव पदे सदा दिया देव श्रद्धा तव पदे सदा पद से भी जिन्हें दीन जाए पद से भी जिन्हें दीन जाए परम पदरे ठाव पाए परम पदरे ठाव पाए मो मन आकाशे चांदटिए धरिबाकु भारी मन हुए आहा की सुंदर रूप मनोहर देखा दे
जयगुरु भाई सुना जाउची
जयगुरु आज्ञा
जयगुरु
की मोरा भया भगवान गुरुदेवा
जय गुरु। परिचय पत्र पढ़ा। मु ठाकुर श्री श्री निगमानंद सरस्वती देवंकु एकमात्र गुरु एवं इष्ट रूपे वरण करियछि एवं तांक प्रदत्त जय गुरु सिद्ध मंत्र ग्रहण करी नीलाचल सारस्वत संघ पुरी निर्देश परिचालित होगा स्वीकृति प्रदान करुअछि। श्री श्री ठाकुर कहते बश्च मु सद्गुरु मो भितरे जगतगुरु इच्छा ही लीलायित होई उठिछि। तुम मानकु मुक्ति पथ प्रदर्शन कराइबा ही मोर कार्य। जेउ माने मो उपरे निर्भर करी बसिच मु सेमानकु हाथ धरी मुक्तिधाम को नहीं जीवी। तुम ठाकुर सद्गुरु केवल एतिकी विश्वास थिबा आवश्यक। माँ मान प्रति श्री श्री ठाकुर उपदेश। माँ मातृत्व रे हृदय पूर्ण कर। रमणीत्व शैतान उच्छिष्ट। सुतरां जननीत्व व्यतीत श्री भगवान को पवित्र मूर्ति अन्य कहारी नयन गोचर हुए नहीं। से सर्वत्र विद्यमान किंतु भक्तर उपयुक्त अवस्था न आसिबा पर्यंत से सम्मुख को आसी दर्शन दान करती नहीं। से संसार बन्ही भक्त को जलाई पोड़ाई उपयुक्त करनियंती। मु आशीर्वाद करुछि तुमे सही मातृत्व रे प्रतिष्ठित हुओ एवं चिरदिन निमित्त सही मातृसत्कार विलीन हो जाओ। तुमे माने मोर अंतरंग भक्त। सुतरां तुमे माने संसार तापरे तापित होई अशांति मध्य थाई भगवत महिमा प्रचार न कले आउ करिवो कि? स्वगण व्यतीत आउ केही जे परीक्षा दे परिबे नहीं। तेणु भगवान कवि मुखरे कहिसेंती परीक्षा नय मम स्वगण कातर। माँ ए संसार मायार खेल घर अज्ञानतार मोहिनी मूर्ति। तेणु सुख जे बाहरे नहीं अच्छी निज अंतर रे। सुख भोगरे नहीं अच्छी केवल त्यागरे बा जोगरे। बाह्य विषय संस्पर्श जो सुख ताहा आसक्ति पाप कलुषित। मन द्वारा भगवान को स्वरूप उपलब्धि ही प्रकृत निर्मल पवित्र सुख। तुम्हें मन प्राण पवित्र करी सच्चिदानंद श्री भगवान को नाम रूप चिंता कर और मुखरे तांकर जय उच्चारण कर। जेते परिमाण रे चित्त शुद्ध भाव धारण करिवो सेते परिमाण रे तुम्हें निर्मल सुख अनुभव करि परिवो। सेतेबेले बाहिक सुख दुखरे किंबा लोकंक कथारे मन विचलित हेब नहीं और सांसारिक घात प्रतिघात रे अशांति भोग करने को पड़िବ नहीं। यह व्यतीत शांति लाभर अन्य पंथा नहीं। बच्चे पुत्र कन्या मानकु भगवत ज्ञान रे सुख पाई सेमानकर जत्न निय। गुरुजन मानकर अबाध्य हुए नहीं। यथासाध्य दिन दुखी मानकर उपकार कर। केबे हेले आचार लंघन कर नहीं। माँ तुम्हें बाह्य विषय सुख आशा त्याग करी अंतरर अंतरतम प्रदेश रे बुड़ी जाई मते खोजिले देखिब मु जगज्जननी को कोଳରେ धरी तुम हृदय पूर्ण करी बसी रहिछि। बच्चे सेतेबेले जाई तुमर समस्त अभाव दूर हेब। तुमे केवल भगवान को सर्वस्व समर्पण करी सर्वांतकरण रे तांकरी नाम उच्चारण करी जाओ। बच्चे बाहर मोर दर्शन न पाइले मध्य तुमर किछि मात्र क्षति हेब नहीं। बाहिक विषय मात्र के माइक बोली जानिम ତୁମେ ମୋତେ ଅନ୍ତରରେ ଦର୍ଶନ କରିବାକୁ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ କର। ବାହ୍ୟ ଦେହ ଦ୍ୱାରା ବାହ୍ୟ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରିବ ଓ ଅନ୍ତରରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଧରି ରଖିଥିବ। ମା, ମୁଁ ଦେହସ୍ଥ, ଏହା ଭୁଲି ମୁଁ ତୁମର ହୃଦୟସ୍ଥ ବୋଲି ଚିନ୍ତା କର। ଦୂରତ୍ୱର ବ୍ୟବଧାନ ଘୁଞ୍ଚିଯିବ। ମା, ତୁମେ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ମୋତେ ଦର୍ଶନ କରିବାକୁ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ କର। ମନେ କରିବ ତୁମର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ଜଗତ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ଏବଂ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କର ସ୍ୱାମୀତ୍ୱ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସତ୍ତା ବ୍ୟତୀତ ଅନ୍ୟ କିଛି ନୁହେଁ। ଏତିକି ଭାବନାରେ ନାରୀ ଜନ୍ମ ସାର୍ଥକ ହୋଇଯିବ। ପ୍ରାଣରେ ଅଫୁରନ୍ତ ଆନନ୍ଦର ସ୍ରୋତ ପ୍ରବାହିତ ହେବ। ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ କରୁଛି, ତୁମେ ସେହି ଭାବର ଅଧିକାରିଣୀ ହୁଅ। ସ୍ୱାମୀ ହିଁ ନାରୀମାନଙ୍କର ଗୁରୁ। କାୟ ମନ ବାକ୍ୟରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଆଦେଶ ପାଳନ ଓ ତାଙ୍କରି ସେବା ହିଁ ନାରୀମାନଙ୍କର ପରମ ଧର୍ମ। ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କୁ ଗୁରୁ ବ୍ରହ୍ମ ଜ୍ଞାନରେ ସୁଖ ପାଇ ଭଗବତ ନିର୍ଭରତା ରକ୍ଷା କରିପାରିଲେ ହିଁ ନାରୀ ଜନ୍ମ ସାର୍ଥକ ହେବ। ଗୃହିଣୀର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସେବା ଓ ସନ୍ତାନ ପାଳନ ସ୍ୱଧର୍ମ। ତେଣୁ ନାରୀମାନଙ୍କର ସାଧନ ଭଜନର ସମୟ ଅଳ୍ପ। ସୁତରାଂ ସର୍ବଦା ଗୁରୁ ନାମ ଜପ କରିବାକୁ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ କରିବ। ସଧବା ନାରୀମାନେ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ ଏବଂ ବିଧବା ନାରୀମାନେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କୁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବେ। ଅନ୍ୟଥା ଧର୍ମ ବା ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ ଛାଡ଼ି କେବଳ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କ ଚିନ୍ତା କଲେ ସେଥିରେ ବିନ୍ଦୁ ମାତ୍ର ଉନ୍ନତି ହେବ ନାହିଁ। ମା, ଏହି ଜଗତରେ ରାଜରାଣୀ ଠାରୁ ଭିକାରୁଣୀ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସମାନ ଅଭାବ। ଭାବ ରାଜ୍ୟରେ ଉପନୀତ ନ ହେବା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କାହାରି ଅଭାବ ଦୂର ହେବ ନାହିଁ। ମା, ତୁମେ ଜୀବଜଗତକୁ ସୁଖ ପାଇବାକୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା କର। ସକଳ ଅଭାବ ମେଣ୍ଟିଯିବ। ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟଦିଶପତି ଶିବ ସ୍ୱରୂପହି ଜୟଦିଶପତି ଶିବ ସ୍ୱରୂପହି ପରମାନନ୍ଦ ଦାୟୀ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ରୂପହି ପରମାନନ୍ଦ ଦାୟୀ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ରୂପହି ଜୟ ଶାନ୍ତ ଦନ୍ତ ଜଗତୀଶ୍ୱର ଜୟ ଶାନ୍ତ ଦନ୍ତ ଜଗତୀଶ୍ୱର ଜଗତ୍ପତି ମୋର ନମସ୍କାର। ଜଗତ୍ପତି ମୋର ନମସ୍କାର। ଜୟ ସକାଳ ବିବୁଧ ଆଶ୍ରୟ ଜୟ ସକାଳ বিবোধ আশ্রয়হি জয় ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ সদাশয়হি জয় ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ সদাশয়হি সতি প্রাণাধিকা প্রিয় পতি সুরা সতি প্রাণাধিকা প্রিয় পতি সুরা জগৎপতি মোর নমস্কার। জগৎপতি মোর নমস্কার। জয় পূজন হৃদয় ধরা জয় পূজন হৃদয় ধরা জয় पंच प्राण आधीश्वरा जय स्वामी पंच प्राण आधीश्वरा जय नारायण तारक ज्ञान धरा जय नारायण तारक ज्ञान धरा जगत्पति के नामोर नमस्कार जगत्पति के नामोर नमस्कार जय पानियानंद प्रदायक जय पानियानंद प्रदायक तुम्हें ब्रह्म शिव लोकपालक तुम्हें ब्रह्म शिव लोकपालक पति ब्रह्म स्वरूप निर्गुण धरा पति ब्रह्म स्वरूप निर्गुण धरा जगत्पति के दीना नमस्कार जगत्पति के दीना नमस्कार जय भुवन मोहन पूर्णानंद जय भुवन मोहन पूर्णानंद जय पत्नी प्रणाधिप दया सिंधु जय पत्नी प्रणाधिप दया सिंधु दासी सर्वदासानथ क्षमा करा दासी सर्वदासानथ क्षमा करा तव पाद कंजी कोटि नमस्कार 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 तव पाद कंजी कोटि नमस्कार।
जय गुरु सुधासिनी माँ। ସୁଦାସିନୀ ମା, ଆଉ କିଏ ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି ପଢିଦେବେ? ନାଇନି କି ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ? କି ମା ନାହାନ୍ତି ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ?
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଜୟଗୁରୁ, ହଁ ମା ପଢିଦେବେ ଆମର ଭାଇ ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ମା ଯଦି କହିବେ ଆପଣ ପଢିଦେବେ।
ମା ତ ସକାଳେ ପଢିଥିଲେ ନା, ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଯଦି ଆଉ କିଏ ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି ତ
ଆପଣ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ଯଦି କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ପଢନ୍ତୁ, ନହେଲେ ମା ପଢିଦେଇ ପାରିବେ।
ଅଛନ୍ତି ପଢିବାକୁ।
କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି?
ଲିପିକା ମା ଆସନ୍ତି ଆଶ୍ରମ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ, ସେ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ମନେ କଲେ
ମା ମାନଙ୍କ ପୂଜା ଟିକେ ବହି ଧରି ବସୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ଇଏ ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ କଥା।
ତାହେଲେ ଓକେ, ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଲିପିକା ମା ପଢିପାରିବେ ମନା କଲେ। ତାହେଲେ ଆଉ କିଏ ପଢିବେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଶ୍ରମ ଯିଏ ପଢିପାରିବେ? ଆଉ କିଏ ପଢିପାରିବେ?
ହଁ ପଢିବେ ଯେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ମାନେ ମୋ କହିବା କଥା ଯେ ମା ମାନଙ୍କର ପୂଜା ହଉଛି, ସେ ବହି ଧରି ବସି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। କିଏ ପଢିବେ? ନିଶ୍ଚିତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
କିଏ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି?
ସଦ୍ଗୁରୁ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ଉପଦେଶାମୃତ।
ଆମର ସ୍ମିତା ରାୟ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି କି?
ହଁ ଭାଇ, ନହେଲେ ଡାକିଦେବି ତଳୁ। ପଲ୍ଲବିତା ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି?
ରଶ୍ମି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ନହେଲେ। ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସଙ୍ଗୀତ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସଙ୍ଗୀତ ସେବା ଅଛି ନା, ଆମର କରାହେଇଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ ସଙ୍ଗୀତ ସେବା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ପୁସ୍ତକ ବାଟ ଦିଆ ହବନି। ସରି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ମୁଁ ରଶ୍ମି ଦଉଛି ଏଠି।
ଓକେ, ପାଳିଆ ମା ପଢିବେ ଏଠି, ପଲ୍ଲବିତା ମା।
ମା ଆସିଲାଣି? ମା ଆସିଲେ କି? ଆଚ୍ଛା, ହଉ।
Jayaguru, restraint in action. In this world, saints and sinners, householders and ascetics, the poor and the rich, Brahmins and Chandalas, low caste people, all are journeyers on the same path. One day, all will sink one by one in that great ocean of love. Therefore, there is no sign in finding difference between good and bad, insulation and admiration, insultation and admiration. Today you consider somebody the receptacle of ugliness. Tomorrow you may bow before him on finding the manifestation of Sankara or Gauranga in him. Hence, all are equal in this world. So sages have advised to visualize all equally. The control of body, speech, and mind is the religion of a Hindu. Not to allow mind to be unsteady and restless is indeed purusartha or self-endeavor. Anybody having truth as the goal of life will in no account resort to lies. Man cannot move a step forward without God's will. God always helps the innocent. Do your duties with mind at His feet. Nobody can do any harm to you. Notwithstanding it, if you face any menace, that menace will be the cause of your prosperity. Bow before God, accepting the adversity as the gift of God. Desire is the cause of bondage. Desire begets sorrows. One gets at first the opposite of what one desires. If one aspires of joy, he gets sorrows. If one wants cure, he suffers from disease. One intent of respect finds insult. So ages on relinquishing all desires, only desire for self-realization. God always helps those who perform their work selflessly in the absence of any hypocrisy. But if one works to assert his ego or to earn name and faith, all his work, even noble and great, end in vain. So we have right only on action, but not on fruits. If one does anything surrendering all the fruits of action unto God,
He experiences peace without any mental joy or sorrow. One will not get peace in the life after death if one does not finish the burden of action here in this world. We have not come here to enjoy unceasing happiness only. One cannot manage to live well if one is perplexed by disease and tears, sorrows and sufferings, danger and torments of the world. One has to accept all these as gifts flowing from His loving and compassionate hand. A sadhaka for the entire life has to fight against the desires of mind. One has to annihilate attributes in the fire of Purusartha. There is nothing to be disappointed. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Last session we got in 1000 Sangha Puja session report. Date and time March 29, 2026, 7:15 Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern. Palia Adhibasa, Subrat Bhai, Rama Bhai. Adhibasa Puja. Due to Ekadasi, Adhibasa Puja was not held at University. Attendance sheet will be available in the member section of the AMSAS website. First session, March 29, 2026, 7:15 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. The morning session of the puja started at 7:15 a.m. with Pratikya, Ninditama started Pratikya with the song Prana Bandhav Hai, and then Puja Ma continued Pratikya, Morima Sunima Heu till 7:30 p.m. Eastern. During that time, all the devotees attended puja either at Shruti Mandira or via teleconference. At 7:30, Asan Mandira curtains were opened and Puja Bhai performed the Arati. Then Gyana Bhai led the Vandana, Bandai Guru Charana, and Stotra Vandana. Sandeep Bhai read Guru Gita verse 60, followed by Braja Bhai, who read the Parjya Patra and Samilani and Bhakti Nivasani Mahaprabhu. Then Sunyama read the Vandana, Prathana, and Prathana Gangapati from Sangha 25th year, third part. After that, Subrat Bhai invited Shree Shree Thakur Bhais and Mahas and young aspirants to attend the second session, and also invited Thakur for Balyabhava and devotees for Prasad Sevan. The first session was concluded with Jayaguru Pranam. Second session, March 23rd, 9:45 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. The second session of the puja started at 9:45 a.m. with Abhana Sangha Bodo Asa Kari Prabhu Tume Tumo Pase and Morame Baruchi Morame Thakur, respectively by Devasik Bhai and Vapitama. This was followed by Bhagavandana Mochana Pranangana and opening of Asana Mandira curtain. Udita Ma sang the Bandana Odata Sundara Tumno Charu Charana. Then Kalpana Ma read this instrument section from Nigama Upadesa. After that, Prabir Bhai read the minutes of the last Sangha Puja. To this, Braja Bhai invited and introduced Kendra Sangha representative Narahari Bhai to discuss about Shree Shree Thakur and his teachings, Upadesa and expectations. Then Bundan Bhai sang prayer, Akhiro Ditopa Luha Munnaga Abujako. After this, Narahari Bhai continued the discussion for 3 more minutes, and then young aspirant session was started with a song, Bara Bara Hato Khasutivo, sang by Tribesy. Then Barda Bhai led the discussion in the young aspirant session. After the young aspirant session, Adhibasa, Subrat Bhai and Rama Bhai did their Bhava Seva. It was followed by invitation for evening puja and Madhyana Bhoga to Shree Shree Thakur Maharaj by Rama Bhai. Then Simran and Prahlitama invited Shree Shree Thakur for the YA session and Sangha Puja to be held on April 5th, respectively. Rama Bhai prayed for forgiveness from Thakur, all Bhais, Mahas, young aspirants for any type of mistake happened during the current Sangha Puja session. The session was concluded with Vidya Pratana, Dhyana, Sucharana, Himavela, sang by Nihal Bhai. The session was closed with Jayaguru Namakirtana and Pranama. Vishwat Bhai took the attendance of all Bhais and Mahas. Then Madhyana Bhoga was offered to Shree Shree Thakur, followed by Prasad Sevan. Shree Shree Thakur Charana Sita Adhibasa, Subrat Bhai and Rama Bhai.
ओम जय गुरु पंच सन्यासिनी शिष्या पेज नंबर 246 संध्या माँ सेतेबेल को खूब सुस्थ होई उठिथिले तांको सहित दिन जाक केते गीत केते गल्प हुए अकस्मात दिने से मो माँ को कहिले माँ तुमे तो बहुत कष्ट स्वीकार करी माँ को परी सेवा जत्न करी मते बंचाई रहीछ मु तार प्रतिदान रे कोन बा देई परिबी तेबे एपरी एक अमूल्य रत्नर संधान देई परिबी जहांकर तुलना तुमे भू भारत रे केउंठी हेले खोजी पाइबो नाही निकटरे बसी अति आग्रह रे आमे समस्ते तांको पचारिलु से अमूल्य रत्न कोन संध्या माँ सेतेबेले श्री श्री ठाकुरंको प्रसंग आलोचना कले श्री श्री ठाकुरंको अनिंद्य सुंदर देवदुर्लभ रूप ठारू आरंभ करी तांकर संक्षिप्त जीवनी विविध भावरे वर्णना करिगले तत्परे संध्या माँ निजे किभली बहु कष्ट बहु बाधा विघ्न अतिक्रम पूर्वक श्री श्री ठाकुरंको श्री चरण सान्निध्य लाभ करी धन्य होइछन्ति सेही कहानी सब वर्णना कले मठर प्राकृतिक सुषमा किभली मनोरम सेही कहानी को सब वर्णना कले मठर प्राकृतिक सुषमा किभली मनोहर ब्रह्मचारी बालक बालिका मानक कथा तत्कालीन अंतेवासी महिला शिष्य भक्त मानक कथा विशेष करी परम श्रद्धास्पदा भैरवी माँ जोगमाया देवी कथा सब गोटी गोटी करी से आम आगे वर्णना करथिले आमे माने मनमुग्ध भली तांको वर्णित प्रसंग श्रवण करुथिलु से सब विषय वर्ण बेले जेपरी ताहा चलचित्र सदृश आम चक्षु सम्मुखरे भासी उठुथिला पिता माता उभय मध्य एही संवाद श्रवण करी परमानंद लाभ कले श्री श्री ठाकुरंको प्रसंग सुनिबा परे प्रत्यह संध्या समय रे तांको प्रतिपूर्ति सम्मुखरे उपवेशन करी आमे माने स्तव पाठ करने को लगिलु संध्या माँ मध्य आम सहित योगदान करुथिले प्रथमे आम मानंकु से गुरुवंदना शिव स्तोत्र दशावतार स्तोत्र गुरु प्रणाम मंत्र इत्यादि विविध शब्द स्तोत्र शिक्षा देले अल्प दिन शिक्षा करिबा परे आमे माने नियमित भावरे संध्या बेले श्री श्री ठाकुरंक सम्मुखरे झुणा धूप दे प्रदीप लगाई आरती करी स्तव स्तोत्र पाठ करने को लगिलु प्रतिदिन सकाळे संध्या माँ मते गीता पाठ करने को निर्देश देइथिले मु सेथिरु किछि बुझी पारु नाही बोली कहिबारे से हसी हसी कहूथिले आगे पाठ करी जा परे क्रमे बुझी पारिबु संध्या माँ को चिट्ठी पत्ररु श्री श्री ठाकुर आम मानक परिचय पाइथिले चिट्ठी पत्र माध्यम श्री श्री ठाकुर सहित बापांकर मध्य सम्यक परिचय घटिथिला अस्त्र चिकित्सा परे संध्या माँ किभली सुस्थ होई उठिचंती ताहा अवगत होई श्री श्री ठाकुर संध्या माँ को जो पत्र लिखिथिले ताहा निम्न रे उद्धृत हैला ओम तत्सत कल्याणी आयुष परम सुभाषी रास्तन सुभा तुमर पत्र पाई समस्त अवगत हेली ता पूर्वरु अश्विनी बाबू तुम अवस्था संबंध रे लिखि जणाइथिले चारु मार पत्ररु मध्य सविशेष अवगत होईछि मो पत्रानुଯାୟୀ माँ सहर रे दलित अश्विनी बाबूଙ୍କ नामरे पठाई देइछि ताहार प्राप्ति संवाद देव आश्रमर उत्सव निर्विघ्न रे शेष हो जाइछि वर्तमान मध्य अनेक भक्त उपस्थित अछंती देश रे विभिन्न अशांति तुमे सावधान थिबो काशी जेबा पूर्वरु मते जणाइबो शरीर संपूर्ण सुस्थ सबल होई नथिले व्यग्र होई केउठाकु जाओ नाही आशा अछि एथर तुमे कार्य दक्षा होई उठिबो जहा हेउ वर्तमान आमे माने भलो अछु आश्रम रे गोटे छापाखाना स्थापन करा जाइछि जेउठारे टिकिए व्यस्त अछि तुमे माने मोर आशीर्वाद जानिबो इति आशीर्वादक तुमर ठाकुर इति मध्य संवाद मिलिला जे श्री श्री ठाकुर कलिकता आसुछंती ତାହା ଶୁଣି ଭକ୍ତ ଶିଷ୍ୟ ମାନେ ବହୁତ ଅନୁସନ୍ଧାନ କରି ଭବାନୀପୁରର ରାଣୀ ଶଙ୍କରୀ ଲେନରେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟିଏ ବଡ଼ ଦୋତାଲା ଘର ଭଡ଼ା ନେଲେ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର କଲିକତାରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବା ପରେ ସେହି ଭଡ଼ା ଘରେ କେତେ ଜଣ ଶିଷ୍ୟ ଭକ୍ତ ଓ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ମା ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସେବା ଯତ୍ନ ଓ ଭୋଗ ରନ୍ଧନ ଇତ୍ୟାଦିର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ରହିଲେ। ଆମେମାନେ ଚାଉଳପଟି ଲେନ୍ରୁ ସେଠାକୁ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟହ ଯାତାୟାତ କରିବାରେ ଲାଗିଲୁ। ପ୍ରଥମ ଦିନ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଦର୍ଶନ କରି ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ କେତେ ସତେ ଯେପରି ମନ୍ତ୍ରମୁଗ୍ଧ ହୋଇଯାଇଥିଲୁ। ତାହା ତାଙ୍କର ଦୀର୍ଘ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଶରୀର, ଗୌରବର୍ଣ୍ଣ କାନ୍ତି ବା ଅନ୍ୟ କିଛି ବୋଲି ବୋଧ ହେଲା ନାହିଁ, କିମ୍ବା ତାହା କଣ ତାହା ମଧ୍ୟ ଉପଲବ୍ଧି କରିବା ସମ୍ଭବ ହେଲା ନାହିଁ। କେବଳ ମନେ ହେଉଥାଏ ଜୀବନରେ ଏଭଳି କେବେ ଆଉ କାହାକୁ ତ ଦେଖି ନାହିଁ। ମୁଁ ବେଶୀ ସମୟ ତାଙ୍କ ନିକଟରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହୋଇ ପାରିଲି ନାହିଁ। ଆମର ଏକମାତ୍ର ଆଶ୍ରୟସ୍ଥଳ ସେହି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ମାଙ୍କ ନିକଟକୁ ଚାଲିଗଲି।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ସେଠି ସମୟ ବନ୍ଧନରେ ପରିଚୟ।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ମୁଁ ବିଧୁର ପ୍ରାଣୀ ମଧୁରତାନର ମନ୍ତ୍ର ଝଙ୍କାର ତୋଳି ମୁଁ ବିଧୁର ପ୍ରାଣୀ ମଧୁରତାନର ମନ୍ତ୍ର ଝଙ୍କାର ତୋଳି ମୋଦିନ କୋଟିରେ ରଙ୍ଗା ପଦ ତୁମ ମୋଦିନ କୋଟିରେ ରଙ୍ଗା ପଦ ତୁମ দিছ কি মনি ভাড়ি দিছ কি মনি ভাড়ি মো বিধুর প্রাণী মধুরতানর মন্দ্র ঝঙ্কার তোলি মো বিধুর প্রাণী মধুরতানর মন্দ্র ঝঙ্কার তোলি জীবন রই বন্ধুর পথরে জীবন রই বন্ধুর পথরে চালু থাই মোহি তোমারি সাথী রে চালু থাই মোহি তোমারি সাথী রে মো পরাণ প্রিয় হাত ধরা সাথী মো পরাণ প্রিয় হাত ধরা সাথী নিছ হে কোলে তোলি নিছ হে কোলে তোলি মো বিধুর প্রাণী মধুরতানর মন্দ্র ঝঙ্কার তোলি তুমারি মোহন বাউলা বয়সী তুমারি মোহন বাউলা বয়সী বাজু থাই সদা মম রমি পাসি বা चित्त तुमरी स्वरूप हेरुथाओ चित्त तुमरी स्वरूप तुमी मोर गला माली तुमी मोर गला माली मो विधुर प्राणी मधुरतानर मंत्र झंकार तोली जीवन दीपाली जाले तुम पाई जीवन दीपाली जाले तुम पाई निभिले मिसिबी तुम पदे जाई निभिले मिसिबी तुम पदे जाई जीवन दीपाली जाले तुम पाई निभिले मिसिबी तुम पदे जाई तुम्हारी सेवारे जनमे जनमे तुम्हारी सेवारे जनमे जनमे रख मोएतिकी रख मोएतिकी मो विधुर प्राणी मधुरतानर मंद्र झंकार तोली मो विधुर प्राणी मधुरतानर मंद्र झंकार तोली मोदिन कुटीरे रंगा पद तुम मोदिन कुटीरे रंगा पद तुम दीछ की मने भाणी दीछ की मने भाणी मो विधुर प्राणी मधुरतानर मंद्र झंकार तोली मो विधुर प्राणी मधुरतानर मंद्र झंकार तोली जय गुरु
जय गुरु मोर प्रोग्राम दिया है विश्वथाई लिखी ग्रुप रे आज परिचय पत्र ग्रहण करवा तो अधिकांश मत पाई जाइए दो तीन जन मत पाई ना बट एनीवे सो विल गो अहेड सो आई विल गिव ए क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन जमती हम रही जोड़ा ट्रेडिशन रही परिचय पत्र ग्रहण करने गोटे इंट्रोडक्शन देवा कथा परिचय पत्र पर सो आई ट्राई टू बी क्विक प्रथम कथा है जे प्रथम पे तुम ठाकुर को गुरु रूपे ग्रहण कर गुरु आ इष्ट ठाकुर आमर गुरु ठाकुर आमर इष्ट तापर ठाकुर हमको आश्वासना दौरान प्रथम स्वरूप व्यक्त कर सद्गुरु जगतगुरु इच्छाटा मो भितर लहरी उठी अर्थ कौन अर्थ है ठाकुर निजस्व किसी इच्छा रहा ना जिते निर्विकल्प समाधि हो गला ठाकुर से चित्तटा पूरा क्लीन हो गला एकदम माने दर्पण भाया हो गला निजर किसी व्यक्तिगत इच्छा रहा ना केवल जगतगुरु इच्छा ही भीतर फुटी उठिला से जगतगुरु इच्छा नहीं कि लोका फेरी आसिले पुणी जगत को तापर जोड़े स्टेटमेंट ठाकुर इन माय ओपिनियन एक्सट्रीमली इंपोर्टेंट से कहते तुम को मुक्ति पथ प्रदर्शन करिया मोर कार्य तापर कहते जो मैंने मो पर निर्भर कर बसीछ मुझे हाथ धरी मुक्ति धाम को नहीं जीवी दीटा कथा ये सेपरेट कथा गोटा कथा कहले मु चुपचाप बसबी तुमको रास्ता देखदेवी मोर किसी काम ना मु चुपचाप बसिली तुमको रास्ता देखदेवी तुम चल हम चलवा कि आर स्टेटमेंट डिफरेंट मु चुपचाप बसबी तुमको रास्ता देखदेवी नहीं तुमको मु सांगे नहीं कि जीवी डिफरेंस कहीं रोचे ना साधारण शिष्य मानक गुरु जमी रास्ता बतई दिखती से रास्ता बतई देवे आम चाहूँ अमुक जाऊ जीव केमी जीवु ए जा से पटे पड़ा चलवा कमटा आमर आम जाए पहुँचू कि रास्ता नई पड़ा वर्षा है राति हो गला जंगल पड़ा आम कौन करूँ कहले जो मैंने मो पर निर्भर कर बसीछ हाथ धरी मुझे जी तुमको खाली रास्ता देखदेवी तुमको नहीं मुझे पहुँचे देवी तो मूल कथा निर्भर आम केते ठाकुर पर निर्भर कर बड़ा अनफर्चुनेट कथा बड़ा अनफर्चुनेट कथा आम जहाँ ऑब्जर्व करुचु से निर्भरता आम आसुना सतरे ठाकुर अच्छा ये विश्वास आम आसुना आम प्रत्येक जब चिंता करवा आम जाऊँ मेकानिकाल ठाकुर को प्रणाम कर दी पलि आसु आसना ठाकुर जो गुरु पर बसी ठाकुर स्वयं विद्यमान से कहले जे मु स्वयं उपस्थित थिले तुम आचार्य जमी हवा कथा सेमती कर विश्वास आम ना गुरु स्वयं बसी सामने केमी व्यवहार करा खाली गोटे जाऊँ डेरी हो गोटे गोटे उदाहरण नदी रही पार्न ये आप गुरु सामने केमी आचरण हवा कथा आसी वैराग्यानंद से कहले गोटे एक्सपीरियंस कहले जे गुरु प्रज्ञानानंद गीता एक्सप्लेन कर शिष्य माने सन्यासी ब्रह्मचारी शिष्य बसिक शुणुंट भीतर जड़े पुरुखा सन्यासी ढोलैले प्रज्ञानानंद वैराग्यानंद को कहले स्लाप हिम चापुड़ा मारता गाल गोटे गाल चापुड़ा मारता गुरु सामने आमर केमी व्यवहार करने कथा जापर कथा से व्यवहार आम हो ठाकुर सत्य अच्छा से विश्वास आम आसुना आम मेकानिकाल काम चलती माने इन जनरल मुझे कहूँ आम नॉट पॉइंटिंग आउट एनीबॉडी तो जिते से विश्वास आसीज जे प्रकृत ठाकुर अच्छा से निर्भरता आसो जेपर्यंत विश्वास आसी ना निर्भरता आसी ना लोक निर्भर करे क्या निर्भर करे मु गोटे कम कर पारे अन्यर साहय नहीं से कमटा मोर हो बुढ़ा लोक बाड़ी उपर निर्भर करुँची जानी मुझे चली पारे बाड़ीटा मत चल साहय कर जदि जान बाड़ीटा भांगी धरले भांगी से बाड़ी पर निर्भर कर ना तो मूल कथा ठाकुर ऊपर विश्वास रहा दरकार आम विश्वास न आसले निर्भरता आसो ना एनिवे खाली गोटे कथा कहूँ माने जेहेतु आज माँ पूजा सब सब प्राय अधिकांश तो भाई मान परिचय पत्र डिस्कसन करा जाए आज खाली माँ मान परिचय पत्र खाली गोटे कथा कहना चाहूँगी तो वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट ठाकुर कहते माँ मातृत्व हृदय पूर्ण कर माने इटा माने अति इंपोर्टेंट कथा मातृत्व अर्थ कौन अनेक वर्ष थे सम्मेलन कही जे गोटे मार पिलाटी होगले से माँ होगला माने मातृत्व तार आसीगलानी पिलाटी जन्म होगला माने जे तार मातृत्व आसला नुहे माँ पिला जो सुख से माया से प्रकृत मातृत्व नुहे माया ये कह जाए जे मो पिला ता पछरे मो शब्द लगी माने मोर निज माने मोर निज स्वार्थ से अच्छी मो पिला मो पुओ मो झी यही मातृत्व आमर कि ठाकुर से मातृत्व कथा कही ना तुम मातृत्व समग्र विश्व ब्रह्मांड बुड़ी जाऊ जे जार प्रकृत मातृत्व जो आसो से केवल मो पिला कथा कहबनी ए जीव जगत मोर पिला खाली मनुष्य समाज नुहे ए जीव जगत मोर पिला ये ठाकुर चाहिए आमठू जो दिन आम माँ मैंने यही अवस्था पहुंची जीवे सेठी मो पुओ ता पुओ नुहे समूले जीवा मो पिलाटी केम लागे खाइबो अन्य पिला खाइले नाही चिंता नाही मो पिलाटी केम सोइबो भले सोइबो अन्य पिला सोइले नै चिंता नाही एटा प्रकृत मातृत्व नुहे एटा स्वार्थपरता माया जेतेले प्रकृत मातृ आसीबो ठाकुर जो कथा कहले जे जीव जगत को सुख पाओ लास्ट स्टेटमेंट समस्त जीव जगत सुख पाए जितेबले माँ माने सेतेबले मातृत्व आसीबो एनीवे also go through let me stop here कारण कहि चल गुडा जिंस आलोचना करियर अछि किंतु let me stop here so प्रथमे हमर परिचालन कमिटी रो ऑफिस बेरर माने परिचय पत्र ग्रहण करिवे तापरे मु अन्य परिचालन कमिटी सदस्य मानकर नाम कहि देबी तापरे विश्वताई भाई मानक नाम पढि जिवे भाई माने ना पढ़ा हला कि आपण जाई परिचय पत्र ग्रहण करिवे माँ मानक नाम पढि जिवे तापरे माँ माने परिचय पत्र ग्रहण करिवे एई क्रम रे जिबा प्रथमे मु जाई प्रणाम करिक परिचय पत्र ठाकुर देकी आसी तापरे विश्वताई अनु भाई जिवे जय गुरु
भाई जय गुरु पिला माने भी करिवे ना अछि
पिला माने वाई सेशन करिया
ओके
वाई सेशन जस्ट आरी पर इमीडिएटली पर हबो
जय
जय गुरु विश्वताई जय गुरु अनु भाई जब ना पढ़ी जाउची ताले कहि जाउची विजय भाई मोर विश्वजित बेहरा भाई ईश्वर भाई ईश्वर पाइले कि ना जानि नहीं परिचय पत्र हमर संज्योति भाई स्वप्नेश्वर भाई उषा माँ विश्वताई आरंभ कर
जय गुरु नाम पढ़ुची अजित भाई अमिताभ भाई अश्विनी भाई बड़दा भाई वृंदावन भाई विनय भाई विश्वरंजन भाई विश्वजीत पति भाई विजय उपाध्याय भाई देवाशीष दास भाई देवव्रत दास भाई देवी श्यामल भाई ज्ञान भाई किशोर भाई निहार भाई प्रभाकर भाई पृथ्वीराज भाई महेश भाई रमा वल्लभ महापात्र भाई सार्थक भाई सुप्रीत भाई सुब्रत भाई सुभाषिष भाई संदीप नायक भाई शुभेंदु नायक भाई शिशिर पंडा भाई तारिणी भाई त्रिनाथ पत्री भाई प्रवीर भाई ठाकुर प्रसाद भाई ये सब भाई मान का नाम कहला जय गुरु माँ मन ना पड़ुची जयगुरु आराधना दास माँ, अंजना अरूप माँ, अंजलि माँ, अर्पिता माँ, बनलता माँ, बंदिता माँ, दीप्ति माँ, इप्सिता माँ, कल्पना माँ, मधुस्मिता माँ, मोनालिसा माँ, पद्मा माँ, पल्लवी माँ, प्रियंवदा माँ, रश्मि माँ, रश्मि पंडा और रश्मि चौधरी दी जन, शिवानी द्विवेदी माँ, शिवानी महांती माँ, शिवानी साहू माँ, स्निग्धा माँ, सुधांशु बाला माँ, सुशील संगीता सुभिद राय माँ, सुशील संगीता नायक माँ, सुकन्या पंडा माँ, स्मिताराणी बाई माँ, स्मिता राय माँ, सस्मिता पटनायक माँ, संघमित्रा माँ, सोनाली माँ, सोनालिसा महांती माँ, सोनिया महांती माँ, श्वेता माँ, वेदमती माँ, उदिता माँ, बाणी माँ, चिन्मयी माँ, पल्लविता माँ, लिप्सिता माँ, निर्लिप्ता माँ, सुश्री बाहली माँ। हमर समस्ते प्रचोदन पाइछन्ति म जानियार जहाँ ईश्वर भी पाइछन्ति आउटे ना छाड़देली समय श्री राय भक्ति भक्ति मध्ये पाइछि प्रचोदन भक्ति जय ठोरा लगे
खाली रमा भाईंकर मिलानी आ निहार भाईंकर रही गला एठी ढालास रे
ओके हां ईश्वर मेसेज में से पाई गले त माने केवल रहिल रमा भाई और निहार भाई ओके हां
जयगुरु भाई हाँ हम कौन कहीं पाइलुनी वी डोंट नो
तांको सेकंड सेट मगे दल रमा भाईंको पे मां को पे
हाँ भाई
ଆଉ ଯେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ହବ ଆନି ଆର୍ ୟୁ ଅନ୍ ଦ ଲାଇନ୍ ଶ୍ରେୟା
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଭାଇ ମୁଁ ଅଛି
ଜୟ ଆଇ ସେଣ୍ଟ ୟୁ ଦ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟୁ ୟୁ ଇନ୍ WhatsApp you can read in the wire system okay the names I put wire jay
Bhai, should I read the names first and then we do Prarthana Sangita, or should we do Sangita first?
No ma we'll do Prarthana Sangita first.
Okay.
I'll give a very quick introduction. I'll try to be as short as I can, and then you'll start reading the names. Okay?
Sounds good. Jai Guru.
I think you can start Prarthana Sangita now. Ma mane pranam kurchanti. Sharanya, if you are there, start the Prarthana Sangita.
Sutare tu gunthare mana Guru namarupi phuta sumana Gyana sutare tu gunthare mana Guru namarupi phuta sumana Suta kale chiri bari bare chari Suta kale chiri bari bare chari Se phulara jete pakhura mana Guru namarupi phuta sumana गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन उछुरा नकारी नीति तु भजरे नाम हे बसाहा जीवन संजरे उछुरा नकारी नीति तो भोजरे नाम हे बसाहा जीवन संजरे मरण दुआरे उभा होइबारे मरण दुआरे उभा होइबारे देखा देबे गुरु परम ब्रह्म गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन बार चिंता छाड़ी तार चिंता कर बबरे न बुड़ी बबरे तू बुड़ा बार चिंता छाड़ी तार चिंता कर बबरे न बुड़ी बाबरे तू बुड़ा हृदय सिंहासने बसाई पारिले हृदय सिंहासने बसाई पारिले दूरे गुंजी जीव भव बंदना गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन इत संग छाड़ी सत संग कर छारु रूप छाड़ी गुरु रूप हेरा मित संग छाड़ी सत संग कर छारु रूप छाड़ी गुरु रूप हेरा विषय बरज गुरु बानी हे जा विषय बरज गुरु बानी हे जा पाइबु परम पद दर्शन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन ज्ञान सुतारे तू गुंथरे मन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन गुरु नाम रूपी फुटा सुमन
Jayaguru Anima, please take the attendance first.
Agya Bhai. Jayaguru, young aspirants, this is Shreyama and I'll be conducting our YA session today. I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to it. I'll start first by taking attendance and then I will ask Sharanya to share the meaning of the song she just sang. And then today we are accepting our Parichay Patra, so I'll have Braja Bhai share a few words before we accept all of ours and then we will go into the reading for today. So while we're taking attendance, please go ahead and have the material ready. With that, I will go ahead and start. Aditi?
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Arnav?
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Aishi? Anik? Ansh?
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Anshul? Aryan? Ashrita?
Jayaguru, मासे आसुଛି
Agya Bhai. Jayaguru. Jemu?
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Divyam?
ना जयगुरु में दिव्यम जॉइन कर लूँगी
Agya Ma. Jayaguru. Timmy?
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Jagrat? Naitik?
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Nivriti?
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Pratyusha.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Pratyush.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Prayushi. Sanvi.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Shranya.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Saraswat.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Sharlav.
Jayaguru Ma, Sharlav aji join kar payoni.
Agya bhai Jayaguru. Sarthak.
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Bobby. Shilpi.
Jayaguru.
Oh, Jayaguru. Shilpi. Shreyasi. Jimmy.
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Simran.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Shrija.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Suhani. Yukta.
Jayaguru Ma.
Jayaguru. Is there anyone I missed?
Jayaguru.
Oh, was that Jagrat?
Yes.
Okay, Jayaguru Jagrat, great to have you. Okay, I think that concludes our attendance. Shrenya, please go ahead and share the meaning of the song with us.
This song says to thread our mind with the wisdom of the Guru's sacred name to keep our devotion intact. It urges replacing worldly attachments with the bondage with Shree Shree Thakur. And we leave our mortal body, Shree Shree Thakur will be there with us and lead us in the path of liberation. Jai Guru.
Jayaguru Shrenya, thank you for sharing. Really beautifully sung and also really, really beautifully explained. Threading our mind with the wisdom of our Guru should always be our goal, and I think it's very fitting. We are also going to be talking briefly about sharing or accepting our Parichaya Patra today, which is another way to continue to remind ourselves every day to, again, thread our mind with the wisdom of our Guru. So, Brajabhai, I'll hand it off to you.
Joy Guru, thank you, Seva. Joy Guru, all YAs and aspirants. As Shema said, today we are going to accept our identity card, Parichaya Patra, otherwise known as Parichaya Patra. So I'll just share a few words. Then, Shema will read the names, those of you who have received Parichaya Patra. Then you can go and offer the Parichaya Patra at Sri Sri Thakur's feet and accept, do pranam and accept. So quickly, will not take too much. Try not to take too much time. So we have two types of Parichaya Patras. One is for Bhais, one is for Mas. The first two pages are same for Bhais and Mas. From page number 3, they are different. So I'll just speak a few things about the first two pages that are similar to both Bhais and Mas. On the first page, we are just saying that we are accepting Sri Sri Thakur as our Ishta and Guru. So what is the difference between Ishta and Guru? Well, Ishta is somebody like we pray, we worship. For example, Krishna or Ma Kali, Mother Kali, or Rama or a Shiva, right? So Ishta is able to offer us, can offer us whatever we desire. Let's say we want to have a nice house. So if we keep praying and if we can satisfy our Ishta, they can help us with a house. Okay, anything, any material things we wish for, Ishta has the power to give. Has the power. Whether they will give or not, that's a different story. Ishta has the power. But Guru also can do that. Guru can do something else. That is Sadguru. That is, they can give us salvation. Another difference is Guru is full of compassion. Guru full of compassion. So on the second page, so Thakur is, after we accept Thakur as our Guru and Ishta, Thakur is saying that I shall guide those who solely depend on me to the realm of salvation by holding their hands. But for this, you are required to have firm faith that your Thakur is Sadguru. So firm faith is an important thing here to remember. How do we really get faith? That there are many things that one can do to have faith. So I'll just mention two things here today. One is having pure food, good food, pure, sattvic, and pure thought. So I'm requesting all of you to try these two this year. Okay, those who are eating non-veg, slowly try to give up, because by eating pure vegetarian food will help us gaining that faith. Okay, so those who are eating, let's say 7 days a week or 5 days a week, slowly talk to your parents that I wish to give up non-veg. Okay, how can I do? So that's one thing, because that will help. Second thing is pure thought. So make sure that none of the ill thoughts come to our mind. We should be honest all the time, truthful, never speak ill of others. So those things we'll try to develop so that we can become rather good human beings, right? So if you try these two, slowly we'll see that we are gaining faith, that Thakur has asked us to do that. So anyway, so let me stop here. I'm requesting Shreyama to read the names of the YAs who have received Parichaya Patra. Then you can go and do pranam to Thakur, offer your Parichaya Patra at his feet. Then Shreyama will continue the YA session. Joy.
Jayaguru Bhai, thank you for sharing that. A helpful reminder to us all, and definitely a very special day to be offering to Thakur's feet. So I'll read the names, and again, please maintain your sincerity when you are accepting. So I'll go ahead and go through the list. Arnav Sahu, Ansh Nayak, Aryan Jena, Anhik Jena, Sarthak Mohanty, Ashwat Prabhakar, Siddharth Samal, Divyans Nayak, Shreyans Nayak, Saraswat Das, Aditi Sahu, Asmita Nayak, Devanki Samal, Tanvi Biswajit, Shrija Patnaik, Yukta Das, and Naitik Sinha. Jayaguru. I hope you all took a moment to accept your Parichaya Patra, and that you find a way this year to deepen your connection with Thakura and his teachings. Similar to what Brajabhai just explained, your connection with our Guru is very, very important in our life, and Chapter 5 of Thakura's Jivani, which we will read today, actually shows us a little bit of that. So with that, I'll just share a few sentences about what we read last time, just so we remember where we left off, and then we will continue on learning about Thakura's life today. So last time, we saw Narnikanta transform from doubt to faith. If you all recall, he had a lot of doubt about the meaning of life, the existence of life after death, and just how the universe operates in general. So after meeting Swami Purnananda, he began to respect saints and understand that spiritual traditions have deeper meaning. He prayed sincerely to find his Guru and received a mysterious mantra through a divine experience. And even though no one could explain it, his faith did grow stronger. He left behind worldly expectations and continued his search. And then, through a divine dream, was guided to Tarapit, where he would finally meet his Guru and begin the next phase of his spiritual journey. So with that, I have two good questions that I would love your help on based off of that. So my first one, let's see, Arnav, last time we saw Narnikanta again go from confusion to strong faith and then a deep desire to find his guru. So, Arnav, what do you think changed inside him?
Jayaguru, I think the main thing that changed in Thakur was that he realized that like there really was like a true meaning of life. Like he discovered what the actual meaning of life was, and he decided to like find a guru. Like he desired to find a guru in order to help him like further uncover that meaning of life. So like while before he was doubtful of like exactly what was going on, after he like discovered that like there truly was something to be found in life by like having gurus, that's what caused that desire for him. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, really, really well said. Absolutely. He shifted from doubt to faith, and instead of relying only on logic, he became more open, more curious and trusting of something deeper. And we all have moments in our lives through challenges or experiences that change how we see things and make us grow. So I hope throughout the reading that we have done so far, we're seeing those moments that are becoming very important to him and his journey of spirituality. So with that, Yukta, why wasn't Narnikanta's effort alone enough? So we read that he needed a guru, right? So can you tell us, why do we need guidance?
Jayaguru, it's important to have guidance for things that are greater to achieve. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, yeah. Some truths are too deep to figure out alone, and so a guru gives clarity and direction. And so in our own lives, we need guidance when we're confused or trying to grow, because others can help us see what we cannot on our own. So I think that leaves us at a good spot. So let's dive into the 5th chapter. Aditi, I'm curious, if you have the reading in front of you, are you able to read for us today?
Jayaguru, yes.
Okay, go ahead when you're ready. Thank you.
Chapter 5. Tarapith in Bengal is famous as a place for tantric sadhana, for example, for practicing tantric rituals. The goddess Tara is the principal deity and is worshipped there. Towards the end of the 19th century, a great tantric named Brahmacharan, also known as Bhamakepa, lived in this place. People in the surrounding area regarded him as a Bhairava of Tarapith. He attained enlightenment by worshipping goddess Tara. The common people used to call him Kepa, which means a mad person, because at times he behaved like a madman. It was believed that after receiving instructions from goddess Tara in a dream, the priests of the temple used to offer bhoga to Bhamakepa before offering it to goddess. Only after he finished his meal, Devi was offered bhoga. After receiving indications from Kashi Vishwanath in a dream in the guise of an old Brahmin, Narnikanta came to Bhamakepa. At the first look at the mantra on the leaf, Bhamakepa realized that goddess Tara had blessed Narnikanta. He treated him like his own son and assured to teach him the process of chanting the mantra to reach his desired goal. On performing sadhana according to Bhamakepa's guidance and instruction, Narnikanta was able to visualize the cosmic form of the Mother of the Universe a night before new moon. Sitting at a specific place in the mammoth cremation ground of Tarapith, in the darkness of the night, he chanted the mantra. At that time, ghosts and other mischievous spirits tried to scare him, but Bhamakepa was present in the temple of the goddess Tara, keeping watch on his disciple. Therefore, Narnikanta was able to continue his tantric rituals and sadhana without any fear, and the spirits could not harm him. Toward the end of the night, while fully engrossed in chanting the mantra, Narnikanta observed that rays of bright light emanating from his body gradually condensed to take the wonderful form of the goddess. Narnikanta asked her, "Who are you?" "I am the goddess Tara, whom you've been worshipping." She vouched this 3 times. Then Narnikanta prostrated before her, and being asked for a boon by the mother, he said, "I would like to see you whenever and wherever I wish." Goddess Tara smilingly blessed him with that boon and disappeared. Narnikanta was thrilled to visualize the cosmic mother. The proud Bhamakepa told him that whoever visualizes the mother was the most fortunate person, and nothing remained beyond his reach in the world. But unlike the common people, Narnikanta could not be contented easily even after the tantric attainment. His craving for knowledge was limitless. He had received the boon to meet the goddess at any time he wished in the form of his wife Sudhansabara. This happened, but when he wanted to touch her, she disappeared in his body. After a few days, he thought that if Goddess Tara emanated from me and also disappears in me, then who am I? What is my true identity? He again came to Tarapith, met Brahmakepa, and expressed his doubts to him. Narnikanta asked, "Is it true that Goddess Tara has all the powers in the universe, but I don't understand why she emanated from me?" Brahmakepa was furious to know that Goddess Tara emanated from Narnikanta's body. He did not give any answer, entered the temple, and conferred with the mother. In the morning, Brahmakepa came out of the temple in a happy mood and told his disciple cheerfully, "You are destined to play a very vital role in the divine sport of the mother. For that, you have to take sannyas from a Jnani Guru. On the path of knowledge, you know the answers to your questions, who am I, and your relation with the Creator and the creation." Narnikanta respectfully requested Brahmakepa, "Then you confer sannyas on me." Brahmakepa replied, "No, you will take sannyas as per the Vedic tradition on the path of jnana. I am a tantric saint. You go to Western India. You will find your Jnani Guru there." Narnikanta, on the instruction of his tantric guru, took of leave with a heavy heart. Although he was wearing saffron clothes, he was still a household person. Last time he returned from Brahmakepa after meeting with the cosmic mother, he was still performing his social duties. Now that Brahmakepa told him to take sannyas, he decided to renounce the household life and embrace sannyas. From Tarapith, he returned to Kutapur and visited his father. Then he went to Radhakantapur and spent some time with his maternal aunts. He told them he was leaving for Meherpur and left. He had already submitted his resignation from the job in Kulna. After Narnikanta left, his father Bhuvan Mohan came to know from Narnikanta's friend that his son had resigned from service. On enquiry, he came to know from the villagers that Narnikanta would take sannyas and would not return to the family. Years back, the astrologers predicted that Narnikanta would renounce the household life and become a famous saint. Realizing that the prediction came true, helpless Bhuvan Mohan kept on shedding tears and grief. He knew very well that his son was a man of sincerity and commitment. He accepted employment at an early young age in order to lessen the burden of his old father. When the same devoted son resigned from his job and left, Bhuvan Mohan became sure that Narnikanta had renounced the world to embrace sannyas. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, Aditi, thank you for reading. A lot covered in this, and we'll try to see what each of us picked up from that. So with that, there are a lot of things that we can discuss. So I'll start first with something talked about at the very beginning of the chapter. Simran, what is Tarapith known for? Can you remind us?
Chikarma, Tarapith is famous for practicing tantric rituals and tantric sadhana. Chikra?
Yes, exactly. It is known as a very special place where people practice deep spiritual rituals and worship Goddess Tara. And many seekers go there to grow spiritually and connect with the Divine Mother. After that, we also learn, Sanvi, can you tell us why did people call Brahmakepa Kippa?
Jayaguru, they called him Kippa because at the time he behaved like a madman, and Kippa means a mad person. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, yes, exactly. Because he sometimes behaved in unusual ways, and people actually believed he was very spiritually advanced and deeply connected to Goddess Tara. So going off of that, Ansh, why do you think spiritually advanced people are sometimes misunderstood as mad?
Jayaguru, I think it would be because they don't follow the typical, household duties and other responsibilities that other people have. And sometimes they might be so, engrossed in, spirituality and God that to other people who have earthly attachments, they might seem crazy. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, that is a great way to say it. I really like the word you used, engrossed. Because their actions don't follow normal social expectations, they may be really detached from worldly behavior. And exactly like Anshed, that can seem strange to other people who don't see that often. And we might not be able to understand their true inner realization. And then another interesting thing that we read too, Naitik, what does it say about Bamakepa that food was actually offered to him before the goddess?
Jagama, can you repeat the question?
Yes. What does it say about Bamakepa that food was actually offered to him before it was offered to the goddess?
Jagama, it says that was because the priests of the temple got an instruction from the goddess Tara in a dream. Jayaguru?
Jayaguru, yes, they got that instruction, and it shows that he was seen as deeply connected to the divine, almost like a living embodiment of devotion, which was so worthy of reverence and respect before even the ritual, like offering to goddess Tara. Okay, so then when Narnikanta went to Bamakepa, Pratyush, what did Bamakepa realize when he saw Narnikanta's mantra?
Jayaguru, Bamakepa realized that Goddess Tara blessed Narnikanta. Jayaguru?
Jayaguru, yes, he realized that Goddess Tara had blessed him and that he was a very special spiritual seeker. And Shranya, how did Bamakepa treat Narnikanta? Shranya? Or how about Pratyusha, can you remind us, how did Bamakepa treat Narnikanta?
Jayaguru, he treated him as his own son.
Jayaguru, yes, he treated him with a lot of love, like his own son, and promised to guide him in his spiritual practice. And Pratyusha, can you also help us understand why is recognizing a guru important in spirituality?
Jayaguru, because like Bamakepa, they can love you and guide you. So yeah, Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, yeah. A guru understands the seeker's spiritual level and really provides the right guidance. When you meet them, they understand where you are in the path and help you particularly find your way forward, which is very, very helpful. And Shrija, what does this relationship show about the guru-disciple bond?
Jayaguru, it tells us that we always need a guidance in our life to achieve our desired goals without much fear. Jayaguru?
Jayaguru, yeah, we always need guidance, absolutely. When you're going in a direction that you haven't gone before, it's very necessary to be guided by someone that has reached that. And then also we're learning here specifically too the way Bamakepa treated Narnikanta. That guru-disciple bond is built on trust, love, and guidance, not just teaching, but transformation through personal connection. And so we accepted our Bharja Patra today, which is another symbol of us being humble enough to remind ourselves that we will always need Thakura's guidance. And it's also reminding us too how much he loves us and is always watching over us and our progress in our spiritual paths. Then I'm curious, Jimmy, where did Narnikanta perform his spiritual practice? Jimmy? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yes, I can repeat it. Can you remind us, where did Narnikanta perform his spiritual practice?
Jayaguru, he performed his spiritual practices at Therapy. Jayaguru?
Yes, he performed them there, and then specifically he performed it at night on a cremation ground, which was very intense, we read, and quite a place with a lot of meaning and deep spiritual focus. We read too that spirits tried to scare him, but he stayed strong and fearless because his guru was protecting him. We're running a little bit short on time, so I'll share too that this practicing of those spiritual, practicing that in the cremation ground symbolizes specifically impermanence and detachment from the body and ego, really helping a seeker focus on deeper truths beyond life and death. And I'm curious too, can you remind us, why was Narnikanta able to remain fearless when he was practicing on the cremation ground?
Jayaguru, can you repeat your question?
Yes. Can you remind us, why was Narnikanta able to remain fearless on the cremation ground?
Jayaguru, he had faith in himself and his guru.
Jayaguru, yes, he had really, really deep faith, and also Bhamakepa was protecting him. And I think we have a lot of really similar forces in our lives that are protecting us so that we can remain fearless. Our parents are protecting us in many different ways so that we can refrain from being scared and actually doing things that challenge us. And then Thakura is helping us. He's protecting us from dangers beyond our own recognition, whether that's physical or even things in our environment or paths that are not meant for us that he's protecting us from. And that helps us continue to remain fearless. There are a number of things, very important ones, that we also read in this chapter that we don't have time to go through. So I will make sure that we discuss that in our next time together. But as a closing, I hope that we saw that today Narnikanta's journey wasn't just about spiritual experiences. It was also about growing from doubt to faith and from searching alone to accepting guidance. And so he showed us it's okay to have questions, but what matters is having the courage to keep seeking truth with sincerity and patience. And we also learned that while effort is important, the right guidance can also help move us forward with clarity and purpose. So as we all leave today, I hope we can remember to stay very curious and sincere and be open to learning, not just from our own experiences, but also from those who guide us. A deep show of affection from anyone in our life is if they're willing to share what they have learned in their life with you. And that wisdom is really, really powerful. So anytime anyone does that, I hope we can take time to reflect and be grateful that they're sharing that with us. So with that, today, I thank each of you for spending our time for this in our discussion, and I beg for forgiveness for any mistakes that I have made. Today, I believe Simran has Pari and Pabhavinimaya Seva, so Simran, please go ahead when you're ready. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru, I'm fortunate to have my Bali today, and I have Pabhavinimaya Seva. Thakura has helped me find inner peace and direction in life through his teachings of devotion, knowledge, and self-discipline. His guidance gives me strength during challenges and inspires me to stay calm, focused, and positive. Through his teachings and the spiritual community, I continue to grow toward becoming a better person. Since I'm going to middle school this year, he can also help me during middle school by teaching me how to stay calm, focused, and disciplined in my daily life. Y sessions have helped me a lot by teaching me about Thakur and how to maintain a balanced life along with Shree Shree Thakur. His teachings encourage me to stay disciplined and always try to learn with sincerity. He also emphasizes controlling emotions, which helps me stay calm during stress, avoid conflicts, and make thoughtful decisions. Through simple practices like prayer, gratitude, and self-reflection, I can stay connected to my inner self, build confidence, and grow into a kind, responsible, and mindful person. I pray Thakur to bless me and give me direction, as always, to follow in this divine path. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru Pranam Thakur भाई माँ और एस्पिरेंट्स आज मोर पाली अच्छी पाली थिले सबले लगे कि ठीक रे पाली केमती सब ठीक रे हो से प्राय पूरा वीकटा एटलिस्ट ठाकुर को मन पकड़ को मन पड़ती और से लगे कि this is really like grateful to have that मो ठाकुर प्रतिदिन कौन कर विषय टी कहबी ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଦିନଲିପି କଲା ପରେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଲାଗେ କି କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ ଠିକରେ ହଉନି। ଆଉ ଇଭିନ୍ ତ ସବୁଦିନ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରିବ କି ନିତ୍ୟ ପୂଜା ଆଗ ହବ, ତାପରେ ବହି ପଢ଼ା। ସକାଳୁ ସ୍ଥିରାସନ କରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା 100% ହେଇପାରୁନି। ଆଉ ତା ଛଡ଼ା ପରନିନ୍ଦା ପରଚର୍ଚ୍ଚା ନ କରିବା ପାଇଁକା ଲାଷ୍ଟ 3 years ହେଲା ଟ୍ରାଏ କରୁଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ବନ୍ଦ କରିବା ଆଉ କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ଶୁଣିଲେ ବି ସେଟା ତ ପୁଣି ପରନିନ୍ଦା ପରଚର୍ଚ୍ଚା ହେଲା। ସବୁବେଳେ ସେଥିରେ ଲାଗୁଛି କି ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ବେଶୀ କିଛି ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ୍ ହଉନି। ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଦିନଲିପିରେ ଦେଖେ କି କେତେ ଦିନ ମାରିଲି ୟେସ୍ ଆଉ ନୋ ଭିତରେ, ସେଥିରୁ ଜଣାପଡ଼ୁଛି କି କିଛି ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ୍ ହେଉଛି, ପୁଣି ଆହୁରି ବହୁତ ଚେଷ୍ଟା ଦରକାର। ଆଉ ପରନିନ୍ଦା ପରଚର୍ଚ୍ଚା ବନ୍ଦ କରିବାର ପ୍ରଥମ ଜିନିଷ ଆଗ ଦରକାର ବାକ୍ ସଂଯମ। ତା କରିବା ପାଇଁକା ପ୍ରଥମେ ପୁଣି ଭାବିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଯେ ଆଉ ଅନ୍ୟ କାହାର କିଛି ଦୋଷ ଗୁଣ ଦେଖିବାର ନାହିଁ କି ମୋର କିଛି ଓପିନିଅନ୍ ଦେବାର ନାହିଁ। ଆଉ ସେଇଟା ଚେଷ୍ଟା କଲା ପରେ ଲାଗୁଛି ଯେ ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ଯଦି କିଛି ଶୁଣୁଛି ତାହେଲେ କିଛି କହିବିନି, ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ ପାର୍ଟିଟା ବନ୍ଦ ରଖିବାର ଅଛି। ସୋ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି ଆଉ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି ସେଇ ମନ ଆଉ ସେଇ ଶକ୍ତିଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ତା ଛଡ଼ା ଏଥର ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ କ'ଣ ନୂଆ ଆଡ୍ କରିବି ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଥିଲି। ମୁଁ ସକାଳେ ସ୍ଥିରାସନ କରେ, ଆଉ ଏବେ ମୁଁ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାରେ କରିବା ପାଇଁକା ସେଇଟା ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ ମୁଁ ଆଡ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଠାକୁର ପାଖରେ ଜଣାଉଛି ଯେ ମୋତେ ସେତିକି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଶକ୍ତି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଠାକୁରେ। ମୁଁ ବି ସବୁଦିନ ସକାଳୁ ଉଠିକି ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ବହି ଟିକେ ପଢ଼େ, ତାପରେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ସବୁଦିନ ପୂଜା କରେ। ସକାଳୁ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାବେଳେ ମୁଁ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ଦେଇପାରେନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ବହିଟା ପଢ଼େ। କିନ୍ତୁ ପରନିନ୍ଦା ପରଚର୍ଚ୍ଚାଟା ମୁଁ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କରିନାହିଁ। ମୁଁ ନିନ୍ଦା କରେ ନାହିଁ ଏତେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଶୁଣିଲେ ବି ଗୋଟେ କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ନିନ୍ଦା। ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବି ସେଇଟାକୁ ନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରେ ମୋତେ ଶକ୍ତି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ନେହ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପୁଅ ଝିଅ ଭଳି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖେ। ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଭାଇ, ମୁଁ ନିତ୍ୟ ପୂଜା ଆଉ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରୁଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଠାକୁର, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଅଧିବେଶନ ଶେଷ ଯାଉଛି। ଏବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ରୁମ୍କୁ ନେବୁ, ଆଉ ସେଠି ଆମେ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ଭୋଗ ନିବେଦନ କରିବୁ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଆଉ ଆମର ନିତ୍ୟ ପୂଜା ଆଜି ଅଛି 6:30 PM ରେ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମାତ୍ର ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଆଉ ଭକ୍ତ ଭାଇ ମା ଆଉ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟସ୍କୁ ପ୍ରସାଦ ସେବନ ପାଇଁକା ମଧ୍ୟ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
Jayaguru, I invite Shree Shree Thakur, all pious Mars and young aspirants for the next Sangha Puja to be held next Sunday, April 12th. Jayaguru.
Jayaguru. Adhibasa Maharaj, आसंता संघ पूजा 12 तारीख दिन अनुष्ठित हम एवं मोर अंजनी माँ सिमरन श्रीजार पाड़ी अच्छी तेणु आपण साथ निमंत्रण उपस्थित रही सेवा ग्रहण करेंगे और सेवार योगदान करेंगे। समस्त भाई माँ और यंग एस्पिरेंट को निमंत्रण करुच्ची उपस्थित रही ठाकुर वाणी संगे संगे संघ पूजा को सफल पूर्ण करें।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ମୋର ଆଜି ସିମରନ ମୋର ସୁଶ୍ରୀ ମାଙ୍କର ପାଳିଛି, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମର ଯଦି ସେବାରେ କିଛି ଦୋଷ ତ୍ରୁଟି ରହିଯାଇଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ଭାଇ ମା ଓ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟ ପାଖରେ କ୍ଷମା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛି। ସେବାରେ ଥିବା ଅନ୍ୟ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କର ମଧ୍ୟ ଦୋଷ ତ୍ରୁଟି ଯଦି କିଛି ରହିଯାଇଥିବ ସେବାରେ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ କ୍ଷମା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛି। ଏଇ ଦୋଷର ପୁଣି ଥରେ ପୁନରାବୃତ୍ତି ନ ହଉ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଅନୁରୋଧ ଜଣାଉଛି ଆଉ ଆମକୁ କ୍ଷମା ଦେବେ।
জয়গুরু। দয়াময় শ্রী চরণী এহি নিবেদন দয়াময় শ্রী চরণী এহি নিবেদন নিরন্তর তব নাম পরিবে নিরন্তর তব নাম করিবে স্মরণ ইহা ছড়া নরহিবা ইতর কামনা ইহা ছড়া নরহিবা ইতর কামনা এহি মাত্র ভিক্ষা মোরা এতিকে প্রার্থনা দেব এহি মাত্র ভিক্ষা মোরা এতিকে প্রার্থনা তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এহি অহংকার তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এহি অহংকার একমাত্র জীব প্রবল সংস্কার দেব একমাত্র জীব প্রবল সংস্কার এথিলাগি যেবে কালে ন মিলে মুক্তি এথিলাগি যেবে কালে ন মিলে মুক্তি তথাপি রাখিবে মনে অনন্ত ধ্রুপতি দেব তথাপি রাখিবে মনে অনন্ত ধ্রুপতি तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते पड़िथिबी जाहि ताहि तुम्हारी इंगिते देव पड़िथिबी जाहि ताहि तुम्हारी इंगिते ধ্বংস পরে রচনার অভিনব রূপ ধ্বংস পরে রচনার অভিনব রূপ ধ্বংস পরে রচনার অভিনব রূপ দেখি দেখি আসি জীব অসল স্বরূপ দেব দেখি দেখি আসি জীব অসল স্বরূপ মিলাই ন পারে জীবে তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর মিলাই ন পারে জীবে তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর তব নামে বাই জীবি ভঙ্গা বিনা মোর দেব তব নামে বাই জীবি ভঙ্গা বিনা মোর শুণু বান শুণু কেহি থিব অহংকার सुणुवन सुणु केहि थिबांकर तुम्हें प्रभु मुहि दास एतिकी संस्कार देव तुम्हें प्रभु मुहि दास एतिकी संस्कार प्रेममय श्री चरणी करी निवेदना प्रेममय श्री चरणी करे निवेदना दयामय श्री चरणी करे निवेदना तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन देव तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु
Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai.